So yeah, I'm not looking my best right now. I've just got out of the shower and my hair's wet, but I'm running low on energy, so I just wanted to get this video up quickly. Yeah, so this isn't going to be a makeup video or a fashion one or anything related to that at all. I'm actually going to be talking about asthma. So if you clicked on this video and you think, oh gosh, this is going to be really boring, can you just listen to me just for like 4 minutes, and then then my next video will be something a lot more exciting and something to do with makeup and fashion. But so this week I haven't been this week I really haven't been very well at all. On Saturday I started with a cough and ended up at the doctor's on Tuesday, and they told me that I had a chest infection and that my asthma was playing up and stuff like that. So that's what happened this week. But if you don't know what asthma is, basically what I want to do in this video, I'm not really making sense, but what I want to do in this video is kind of, I'm not sure what I'm going to name it, but I want to let people know how serious asthma can be and how scary it is, because I don't think it's really talked about a lot. And yeah, because obviously I have asthma, I just put online last night and I was reading a few things, and there was quite a lot of blogs and articles that say asthma isn't that serious and that people should just get over it and stuff. So I thought it was really important for me personally to kind of make people aware about it and tell people how dangerous it is. So I've just got a few statistics that I found. Obviously I've had asthma most of my life. I had pneumonia when I was 2, and that then triggered off me to have asthma, and I've had it for the whole of my life. And it kind of crops up every now and again, especially when I have a cold or I'm not feeling very well, then my asthma will trigger up. But I just thought I'd throw some things at you to kind of let you know how serious it is. So if you don't know what asthma is, it's basically a disease which affects the air passages which go to your lungs, and which then affects you to have trouble breathing, and a lot of people wheeze when they have asthma and stuff like that. So that's basically what asthma is. It's, to cut it short, it's something that stops you from breathing through your passages which go to your lungs. So that's basically what it is. 5.4 million people in UK are currently receiving treatment for asthma. So that's how common asthma is. It's not something that only a few people have. A lot of people have asthma from all ages. It can be babies who have had diseases or whatever. It can be old people, it can be young people, it can be anyone. It's not focused on one age range, but it's a lot of people. On average, there are over 200 emergency hospital admissions due to asthma every day in the UK, 200 every day. It is estimated that 75% of these could be avoided with better understanding and management of the condition. So I just thought, obviously me doing one video isn't going to change the whole world's view on asthma. I'm not trying to change your view on asthma, I'm just trying to make you more aware about how serious it is. There was another statistic that I found that says 3 people die from asthma every day in the UK. It is estimated that as many as 90% of those deaths could be avoided with better understanding and management of the condition again. So people around them being more aware about asthma and how serious it is can really make an effect on, you know, people's lives. And 29% of people with asthma say that they had an asthma attack where they were not able to move, which again emphasises how much, you know, how serious it is. So they're the statistics that I wanted to throw at you. So yeah, so as I was saying, I went to the doctor's on Tuesday and said I had a really bad cough and I could feel like phlegm at the back of my throat, so I knew there was infection, and I was also struggling to breathe quite a lot, so that's why I might sound a bit breathless in this video, because I've only started to feel a little bit better, and I started to feel like really like under the weather and just rubbish. So I went to the doctor's and she prescribed me some antibiotics. She prescribed me amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic for the chest infection, and she prescribed me some steroids, which is supposed to help open my air passages and help me breathe. And I was really happy when she did that, because I ended up in A&E 2 years ago in the winter, and after having an asthma attack, and they gave me some steroids then and they really helped. So I was like, oh, it's fine, I'll take these antibiotics and I'll take these steroids and I'll be fine. And then the Tuesday night I was really struggling to breathe. I had taken on medication, all my inhalers. These are my inhalers. This is my preventer, which you twist it until it clicks and then you breathe it in, and then you have to hold your breath for 10 seconds. I do that 2 in the morning and 2 at night. And then my blue one, which I've actually run out of, I need to go get a new one because I've used it so much this week, and this has helped me when I'm having an asthma attack or I'm really struggling to breathe. So I'd taken all my inhalers, I'd taken everything, and nothing was helping, and I really couldn't breathe. And my mum's a nurse, so she understands how serious asthma can be, and obviously she's seen me with asthma all my life, and I was really struggling and no one knew what to do with me. I was shaking, and at that point I was starting to panic, and I had a panic attack. I was shaking completely, I couldn't talk, it was horrible. So my mum rang the emergency doctors and asked them what I could do, because it was about 10 o'clock at night. So my mum rang the emergency doctors and asked what to do, and my mum explained my symptoms, and they sent over a paramedic and an ambulance to help me. And I couldn't really get to hospital because I couldn't breathe and I couldn't move, so they gave me gas and air to help relieve the pain because I had stabbing chest pains. And yeah, and once they'd calm me down from my panic attack, they then prescribed me some codeine, which is a really strong painkiller to help with the stabbing pains. But again, there wasn't that much that they could do to help me breathe. There's really not much people can do, and that it's a really scary thing to know that you can't breathe, and you physically can't breathe, and you can't take a deep breath, and you can't get enough air in you, and there's not a lot people can do to help you, and it's a really scary thing to go through. And even if you don't have asthma and you've been through the situation before where you can't breathe, you'll understand how scary it is. So I went to bed and woke up the next morning and just felt horrendous again, still couldn't breathe. I'd had a horrible night's sleep and I just didn't feel any better. Wednesday I felt exactly, on Thursday I felt exactly the same, which was yesterday. So I ended up going to the doctors again. My mum rang the doctors on the Thursday and I got an appointment for Friday, which was yesterday. Sorry, I'm getting my days mixed up. So I went to the doctors on Friday and I was like crying in the doctor's surgery. I was just like pleading with them to help me breathe because I hadn't been able to breathe properly for days. I have hardly eaten anything and I just wanted him to help me. And again, there isn't much they can do, but he decided to send me to the hospital for a GP assessment so they could watch me for a few hours, do some tests and see if there was anything they could find out that would help. So they did some x-rays, they did a peak flow, which is like a machine that you have to blow in to see how, you know, your air is and stuff. And yeah, that was down and I was just really poorly yesterday, really, really poorly. And my chest x-ray came back fine, there was nothing in there, which led them to believe that it is my asthma and it's not really anything else. And again, there isn't much that they can do. But yeah, and I just think I've heard a lot of stories in the press over the last couple of years about people dying because people aren't taking asthma seriously. I've heard a lot of stories in schools where children have said to teachers and pupils that they can't breathe and they've just said, oh, go back to class, you'll be fine. And then they've ended up having an asthma attack and dying a couple of hours later. And like, as in the statistics it said that a lot of these statistics can be reduced by people having a bit more of an understanding. So if you know someone that's asthmatic and that they tell you that they can't breathe, listen to them. If they can't breathe, that's not a good thing at all. Like, it's really not a good thing at all, and you need to get them help straight away. Even if you find that you don't want to overreact and you don't want to make a fool of yourself by screaming that someone can't breathe, just do it, because you need to do something quick if someone can't breathe, because that's not a good thing. Everyone needs to breathe to live. So it kind of makes sense. But yeah, so I've had a really crap week this week, and I've been on Twitter quite a lot and you guys have been really supportive, and on my Facebook and stuff like that. I haven't really Instagrammed this week because I've not really left my bed. But all my family have been absolutely amazing. Liv and my mum and Sam and Emily and my stepdad, everyone's been really nice to me. I've got some really nice texts from my friends, and Katie came to see me from school the other day, which was really nice, but you can kind of tell I'm a bit short of breath and it's just horrible. But I really wanted to make this video and to explain to you guys how serious it is, and just to take into account if someone says that their asthma's bad or whatever, just think about it before you kind of say, oh, they're fine. Just like seriously think about it, because it's not something that should be messed with, and it's a really serious thing and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. And I think one of the only ways to help people is for people to have a better understanding. And it is hard to empathise with people if you don't have asthma, and I understand that because you don't know what it feels like. But on that Tuesday night when I couldn't breathe, I mean, I've had quite a few asthma attacks, but each time you have one, you get more and more scared because you don't know what to do and no one seems to be able to help you properly. And I can take my asthma spray when I'm having an asthma attack, but because I can't breathe, I can't take a big enough breath in to like take the asthma, like if that makes sense. So because I have to take a really deep breath in to take this, if I can't breathe, I can't take it. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So the gas in there was to help me relax my lungs and to relax my chest because it was really tight. And with the gas in there, because it blows the air into your mouth, it was to help calm me down. And when I was in hospital, they gave me another machine which blew extra air into my mouth and put a mask over my face to help me breathe without putting too much effort in. So yeah, I look okay today. This is the first time I've been dressed in a week, and it's the first time I put makeup on, which feels really nice. But I just wanted to do this video just to, I don't know, I may have been total rubbish and no one's going to watch this because this is a beauty channel and no one talks about asthma on a beauty channel, but I really wanted to get it out there because yeah, I just wanted people to know and to be more aware of it and to realise that it's a really serious condition. Even if it's not talked about a lot in the press or whatever, it's a really serious condition and it should be taken seriously because it takes a lot of people's lives and ruins a lot of people's lives because you can't do anything when your asthma's playing up. So I just thought I'd talk about it. But anyway, my next video should be something a lot better, and I might do some review of some products. I might do it today because I'm a bit worn out just from talking for this long. But I will see you guys soon. I'll leave all my links down below where you can chat to me and stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Bye!